Okay, so I have my baby Jewel Loom all warped. I've got 6 warps on there because I'm going to be using 5 seed beads, the 11 O's. I didn't skip any grooves. And I have my needle and my wildfire already thread. So to attach that to the warps, I'm just going to come under the first warp. It's very tight. Under, over, under, and then out on this last one here. Hopefully you got that right. So you could certainly tie, but when I'm doing the rings, I want to have the flexibility of knowing that if I have to center my beads a little bit more, especially when you're on the smaller loom, like the baby loom. So I like that flexibility of not being tied in. So again, I'm just going under, over, under, over. Perfect. And when I have this much wildfire, I like to go slow. And I like to guide it because the last thing you want is a knot, right? So this is about 1.5 yards, by the way. Okay. So I'm going to take that original tail and I'm just going to add that. And we know that for this particular ring, I need 2.75 inches of warped beads. Okay, so I'm going to take the needle and thread. Right now it's in my left hand. I'm going to transfer that under the warps over into my right hand. And then I'm going to pick up 5 seed beads. And yeah, we have a little snoring French bulldog in the back here, so bear with me. I try to make him go into the house and he doesn't like to be away from me, so. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop those into each little, let me see if I can't get a little bit of a closer shot here. So I'm holding those with my pointer finger, and each one of the beads is in one of the little warped little alleyways, I like to call them. And I'm going to take the needle and I'm going back through the beads and I'm on top of the warps. You could almost see the needle gliding through. See that silver part there? And then I'm going to pull all the way through. And again, I'm just going to be really careful to guide that wildfire. And then I give it a nice little tug. I don't want to distort the warps, but I do want to make sure that there's no excess thread on the side. Let me just take it closer. Okay, I almost thought I had 2 beads in one alley, but nope. Okay, so in the left hand again, under all the warps, and I'm going to pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I just help to guide those down. Okay, and then I'm let them fall, and then I pop them up in between the warp threads. Take the needle, and I'm going back through the beads on the top of the warp. And then again, just guiding that wildfire, and then just making sure that it's nice and tight and no excess thread. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to let that fall. Pop them up. Okay. So at this point too, I just kind of want to check in and see if I'm centered. So I need 2.75 inches. So just under 3 inches. So I might scooch up just a hair. So you see how that all just kind of moved all by itself. So that's how come I don't tie, you know, just in case I do have to move the beads up. So let me do a couple more here. Let me make sure I'm in this shot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is how we're going to be making all of the bases except for the one. I can't wait to show you the triangle ring. That's going to be so much fun. But this simple band, like I just want to make every single color I can get a hold of. I just want one. And I had a young girl recently who saw one of my simple bands, and oh, she was just so excited. I want to say she's in junior high school. And so she's looking forward to learning how to make this particular beaded ring. So this might be a fun thing for, you know, mom and me or dad and me, because dads like to bead too. So again, coming in from the right side. And who doesn't like to bead? It's such a great, I don't know, I'll call it a craft, right? It's a great DIY, a great thing to do. So again, coming under the warps. Now he's talking because he wants out. Real stuff here, peeps, real stuff. Okay, so we're gonna let this one, we're gonna put this one down. And let that pop up in between the warps using my pointer finger. Let that needle go through the beads, making sure that the needle is gliding on top of the warps. And making sure that everything is nice and snug. I'm just going to bring that up to the camera here. So you can see I'm keeping my warps really nice and even. I'm making sure that there's no loose threads on the sides, because that's a total bummer if you don't catch that. And yeah, I'm just going to keep doing the same process. So I'm back under and I'm going to pick up 5 more beads. And he's like, really? So we'll go ahead and we'll let that fall. And if you were using any of the other looms, you know, the original size Jewel Loom, the Small Goddess, the Wisdom Warriors, this is this would be the step. All of these steps would be the same. So it's just kind of easy on the baby loom to demonstrate. So yeah, so I'm going to continue to build my base until I get to 2.75 inches, right under 3, because that's the measurement of my finger. So make sure you're using the measurement of yours. And when I am done, I just want to give you a heads up, and I'm going to talk about this in the next video. You're leaving the needle and thread. You're going to have excess, so just don't cut it off, okay? So when you finish your warps, you're going to leave the extra thread and the needle attached, and that's where we're going to pick up when I come back, okay? So happy beading, and I will see you soon.